Hey everybody, we are live and I actually have light. You can see me and we are about to get things started. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. I see there's just one person that's on right now, not sure who that is. So say hello, whoever you are. And I've got one person on and one thumbs up. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. So it's Luann from It's Always Something Around Here. How you doing? And Sylvia from Silly Mama. How you doing? It's good to see you too. Isn't it nice to have light? I tell you what, last night it was getting dark. I'm like, okay. So Cheryl, you say you're back in business. Go ahead and get your video done. And I shot mine today. I'll add a little caveat or something to it, but go ahead and get your video done so that we can go ahead and do the three-way collab that we have planned. So hey, everybody. You know what? I almost forgot about this live stream. I have been working on getting my blue and white tablescape done. So hey, Kim, and good to see you. Hey, Karen, it's good to see you too. Kim and Karen, I see you guys have both signed up for the Facebook group, so that's kind of nice. So glad to have you guys do that. And you know, I think we have a very interesting topic for tonight. And while I'm thinking about it, there's 8 of you guys on. If I could get 8 thumbs up, that would be good. And Craft Today with Rita Renee, how are you? Rita, I saw that you had visited my page a long time ago and I missed it. And so Luann is saying, good evening, Sister Circle. So hey, we got to say hello to all of our sisters that are out there. I was telling my husband, we have one guy that joins us from time to time. Well, sometimes 2 that would join us that just kind of support us just to be here, and that's always appreciative. So that's always nice. And then when I got ready to go on, well, about an hour ago, I realized that I hadn't sent out my announcement. So I thought, oh, I better do that. Well, then I couldn't find my iPad. I looked all over the house, could not find the iPad. Looked in the car, looked in the hubby's car, drove over to my mom's thinking maybe I left it over there. Couldn't find it. Came back, and now we're tearing the house up because I'm like, I got to go live at 7 o'clock and I can't find my iPad. So I called my sister and said again, Rita Renee, did I get your 3 things video? I don't think I did. Tell me what it is, Rita. Tell me the name of it and I'll get it for the playlist. I'll put it in there tonight. I had to take care of some work stuff and some like tax stuff when I came home today. So it's like we got home late last night. Got up and we had appointments to take care of. So I really haven't had a chance to do any YouTube stuff at all. And then I said, oh, shoot, I was supposed to send out the notification. So I got that done. So that's when I realized couldn't find my iPad. So I'm searching all over the house and had to go back over to my mom's because my sister found it over there on a chair. And then I rushed back home. So I didn't even get the notification sent out until like 6:45. And I thought, well, hopefully people will get it and they know that we come on at 7, or hopefully that YouTube will push it. So thank you guys for being here. I was just like, what is it? What is wrong with me tonight? Hello, Rochelle Rockstar. It is good to see you. And Rochelle is saying hello, sisters. So yes, hello to all my sisters that are out there. It is good to see all of you guys. And I was just kind of giving a synopsis of all of my trials and tribulations today. Well, I was rushing around the last hour and 15 minutes looking for my iPad. Then when I found the iPad, I couldn't find the little stand that I sit it on, and then I couldn't find my notes. I'm like, what is it? Like, what? But so now I can like breathe because I found it. I've got everything I need right here. Oh, 3 AIP restaurant meals for Bowhead Laura. Okay, Laura, I'll find yours and I'll capture it and I'll put it in there. And then Rita Renee, her 3 things. So she's got hers. She'll tell me what it is. Oh, hi, Nicholas. I was just saying we have a couple guys that jump on and join us from time to time. And here you are. So hello to our little brother that jumped on. He always, well, not always, but frequently will jump on when we have our Monday live. So it's good to see you, Nicholas. He's one of my biggest fans. Oh, Craft Today with Rita Renee. 3 tips for new YouTubers. Okay. And then 3 AIP restaurants. I will find those and I will capture them and get them in the playlist. And there was one other person who I believe is a member of our circle. She put up a video, but it was about 5 things for something. And I was wondering, well, is that for us or not? So Jamaris Carlisle, I'm doing great today. And I believe, Jamaris, you're a new person. Have I seen you here before on our YouTube Growth Strategy Monday? Let us know. Are you a new person that's jumping in to join us today? But it's good to see all the rest of you. And it has been 5 minutes. So I think we better go ahead and get started. But I tell you what, though, I think, hey, Andrea Mason from the Queen's Court. She is saying hello, Sister Circle. So Jamaris Carlisle, this is her first time. That's what I thought. I didn't think your name was familiar to me. Well, Jamaris, just so you know, this is a meeting of the Sister Circle. And what we do here on this Monday session is talk about YouTube growth strategy. And now Laura, who was one of our original members, wants to have the floor. So Laura, go ahead. What you got to share with us today? It's crickets out there. So Silly Mommy for Life, Sylvia's there, Rochelle is there, Nicholas is there, Jamaris is new to our channel, so she's here for the first night. And then Laura is going to have the floor. She's going to share something with us, not sure what, but it's usually always something interesting. So what is it you want to share with us, Laura? Well, she's probably typing, and one of the things that I was thinking about is that I almost forgot. Oh, and Rosie is there. She said she's there, but she's working in the background. So, okay, Rosie, you'll be able to hear everything. Well, the videos that we're supposed to take a look at tonight, and the video assignments are are not in the description box yet because I just found the iPad, so I haven't had them in there, but I will get them put in there. However, they were in the description box for last night's Shout Out Sunday, which was a hot mess. Okay, so Laura said she made a comment that was misunderstood. She just meant a hand clap emoji and it went out like something. Not sure. Oh, Laura, if you said something that was misunderstood, whatever it was, we accept the fact that it was did not go out as intended because we know that you don't mean any harm. So, and if you, whatever it is, I completely missed it. So Jamaris is a guy. Well, Jamaris, this is a group of ladies that we get together and we talk about YouTube growth strategy. And what I typically will do on Sunday when we meet for our Sister Circle Shout Out Sunday, I will leave a video or two assignment for the sisters to check out, and then we discuss it on the Monday night live stream. So there were 2 videos that we were supposed to check out tonight. One of them was by Brian G. Johnson, and it was about using hashtags for YouTube to get more views. The other one was by Video Influencers, and it was how to use hashtags for YouTube and social media. And we had a discussion briefly about hashtags a few weeks ago. Christy, if you missed Sunday, trust me, it was dark. You did miss a lot. Oh, Clarissa, your mom has been in ICU. Oh my. Well, our hearts and prayers will go out to you. I'm surprised you were able to get on here. But so both the videos made some very good points. So now let me just start off by asking the question, how many of you use hashtags? First of all, do you use hashtags? And Trisha says we're sending prayers, and we are. We are sending our prayers for you, Clarissa. Hopefully your mom will be okay. I mean, many of us are in that age group where our moms are getting a little bit older and we have to be concerned about some things. So now Clarissa said she uses hashtags, and Rochelle says she does. So some people do use hashtags. How do you use them? Tell me how you use them and why. Now, Ms. Martina 88, Ms. Martina, I believe you are new to our circle as well. Have you joined us before? And if you have or have not, just, let us know, because I don't always remember everybody, but I'm getting pretty good about keeping track of some of the names. So Ms. Martina says she does not, but I think you're new. Are you new, Ms. Martina? So now Rochelle says she uses hashtags at the end of a description. Clarissa said she uses them in the tag session on YouTube and then in her blog. And Martina says, yes, she does use, or rather, Miss Martin 88 says she uses hashtags. Well, I've been using hashtags as well. I don't typically use them in the title, but I have been, particularly if there has been a collab where we are asked to use the hashtag for a certain thing. I'm not always sure where to put it. Like, should I put it in the title? Should I put it in the description box? That kind of thing. So someone just said they try to use them based on the video recording that they're using. And Miss Martin 88 says she is new to this group. And I thought you were new. Well, welcome, Miss Martin 88, to the Sister Circle. And as I was saying, it's a group of women who connect together to help us grow our YouTube channels. So Luann says, and it's always something around here, she says that she is trying to do a better job of using hashtags. Well, how many of you have the opportunity to look at the two videos? One of the videos by Brian G. Johnson was pretty short. It was only about 8 minutes. And the Q&A video by Sean and Benji on video influencers was a little bit longer. That video was about 40 minutes. But what they did was in the first 20 minutes, they just talked about how to use hashtags on social media. And then people did a Q&A. Now, this is a very interesting thing that I picked up from watching those two videos. And it was that using hashtags might be costing you views. And I thought, what you talking about, Willis? What does that mean? Well, he was saying that if you use hashtags, and so Jamara said he's seen some of my cooking videos and some of my garden videos. Okay, well, welcome. I'm glad you like those, and we're going to be getting those started up again. So, but what they were saying was that, for example, if there's a hashtag in your description, and maybe it's above your description, above your title, or below your title, that if the person who's watching your video clicks on the hashtag, it takes them away to another group, another page, maybe with a group of videos that are similar. And those similar videos are off your channel. So it could be costing you views from that perspective. Brian's thought was that if it takes you away from your channel, then you're harming yourself, because what you want to do is get more views. So I thought, I just didn't think about it, or I guess I didn't realize it. So that was just something to think about. Now, if you use a hashtag, it does kind of help you group or cluster videos together. And if you use a hashtag in the description box, the algorithm can capture that, supposedly anyway, captures that hashtag. And that kind of helps you to populate your playlist without any problem. That's how it's supposed to work. Now, the last time I did a playlist, I tried to do that, and it didn't work so well. There were a few people that were able to populate their video with no problem, but about a third of the people were able to populate their video. The other 2/3, I had to upload the videos myself. Now, there were 3 different options in regards to how to do the playlist. One was you could use a hashtag, and you could use a couple of different hashtags, or you could use a title. And I'm wondering if maybe part of my problem was I had two hashtags. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was, but I think the hashtags can be very useful when you are trying to capture a group of videos for a playlist. But as to whether or not you use them in a title might leave a little bit to be desired. And I know Sean on Sean Cannell, with him and Benji on video influencers, said that for the most part, you want to try to keep the titles nice and clean, and maybe not put hashtags in the title unless it's required by the person who's hosting the collab. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Those of you that had a chance to look at the videos, what were your thoughts? And hey, Shelly, I see you just jumped on. It's good to see you as always. So what were your thoughts about hashtags? And Pam from Creative Homescaping is on. Hello, Pam. So what are you guys' thoughts about hashtags? Now that we've had a little bit of discussion about that. And how many of you have the opportunity to take a look at the videos? Because I found it was really good information for me. So Linda's House of Chill. Well, hello, Linda. She's new to my channel. Well, welcome. This is our Monday night live stream where we talk about YouTube growth strategies. Well, you know what, Shelly? I didn't know that about hashtags either. And I'm learning. I'm growing just like all of you guys are. But when I saw their videos, I thought, it made me rethink using hashtags. Using them in the descriptions, I think is good because it can help capture that. Putting them in the first line of the description box, okay, that's another good way to do it. But, or at least certainly in the first 3 lines, because the first 3 lines of your description box are the ones that are most searchable. The things that fall below those first 3 lines, they may get searched, they may not. Now the hashtags will get picked up, but other information is not as highly searchable as in those first 3 lines. So Rita says she never puts them in the title, and Christy just started putting them in the description box. And then now Sean and Benji talk a lot about how to use them in Instagram. And there's a whole different way to approach that in Instagram. And I'm just learning how to do Instagram, so I'm no expert there by any means. But I just thought it was just very, very interesting. You know, we're thinking about using hashtags, and that's going to really help us center and collect or capture things, which I guess it is a way to do that. But I didn't think about the fact that if they click on that hashtag and go to whatever that page is, that I'm taking them off of my channel. So one thing that I think Sean mentioned was if you're going to do a hashtag. So now Linda's House of Chill says she's found a lot of other similar videos through hashtag. And that's what it does. It takes you to other videos that are similar. And they use them more on Instagram. I think we're really starting to see a lot more use of them on YouTube, but we got to make sure we're using them right. So Sean suggested creating a hashtag and then clustering a bunch of your videos in that list so that if they go to that hashtag, what they're looking at are your videos. So like if I created the hashtag this and that with Denise Jordan, when they went to that hashtag, then they're looking at a lot of my videos. So we've got, I think, 3 new people on with us tonight, ladies. Linda's House of Chill and Miss St. Martin, or Miss Martin 88. So The Life I'm Trying to Live said she uses them a lot on Instagram as well. So I still got a lot that I need to learn about hashtags, but I thought this at least would give us an introduction and we could begin the process. How many of you use Instagram a lot? I'm just trying to get familiar with that. And some people say they pick up their most followers on Instagram. So Inspired Living with Christy. Hey, our Texas sister, welcome. Good to see you today. What we are talking about is the use of hashtags and hashtags on YouTube and hashtags on Instagram. And a few people say they don't use Instagram at all, or they don't use hashtags at all, or they're getting used to it. So people are laughing because when I was trying to get ready for the live stream, the notification came out so late because I could not find my iPad. I was running all over the house looking for the iPad, couldn't find it. Went over to my mom to look for it, couldn't find it. Had my husband helping me look all over the house. So I called my sister and said, it's got to be over there. I drive back over there and it's over there. And then when I find it, then I can't find my stand to set it up with. I couldn't find my notes. It was just, I was a hot mess. Now, Christy said she's not been consistent on Instagram, and I have not. I don't know about you guys, but I find all I can do to keep up with YouTube. Some people say they get a lot of their followers on YouTube from Instagram. So how many of you do that? Get a lot of followers from Instagram that follow you over here? You can go in. You can go ahead and cook your dinner, dear. So you don't use Instagram, but you're going to start soon. Well, I'm trying, and it depends upon what it is. At Christmas time, I was blowing Instagram up because I figured out what to do, and I had lots of Christmas decor to show and different things like that. Linda's House of Chill gets her followers from YouTube or Twitter. Diva gets a lot of following from Instagram. And then Trisha says she doesn't think Instagram people follow her on YouTube. And I'm wondering, how does that work? I've done a few postings on Instagram. I know I posted my macaroni and cheese recipe on there. When I got 100,000 views on that, I posted a nice thank you over there. And I think a few people came from there to check it out, but I'm not sure how many. I'm not really sure how many. But it's supposed to be a good source. And I know Drea uses Instagram quite a bit. So Christy said she finds Instagram cumbersome. And I think with me, I'll make a post and I'm not sure where it goes. They don't last very long. And since I don't have very many followers, what I don't know is if I put it up there, who sees it? I can find it in my own homepage, but whether or not anybody else has seen it, I don't know. Now, Cheryl said she's put a few of her videos on Pinterest. I don't think I know how to do that. So yeah, Pam, I don't know how to leverage Instagram as well either. Some people do it very well. That's not something that I'm very good at just yet. I'm just trying to raise awareness of my channel when I'm on Instagram. So Rita Renee says she puts a few videos on Pinterest as well. I'll have to check that out because Pinterest is supposed to be an amazing like little bulletin board, an amazing source for women. Women love Pinterest, but I don't know how many people I get from there. We'll see. Now, Pam, I will share my videos on Facebook as well, but when I do, I don't think it goes to my This and That with Denise page. I think it just goes to my Denise Jordan page. So I'm going to try to do a better job of that, especially now that I've got the Sister Circle YouTube group created on the This and That with Denise Facebook page. Then I need to do a better job of having content there for you guys to see. So Trisha's listening while she's cooking dinner. Well, you guys can see the hubby's cooking his dinner in the background. He's frying fish tonight, which I don't eat, so I will have to figure out something else. I don't even know what the stories are. I don't know how to use those at all. Oh, Rita, Rita, I think I've seen you on my Facebook page before, but I just didn't know how to find the messages. So Robin says her son is helping her with Instagram and that hashtags are the key. And I know Mary's Nest is doing an amazing job with Instagram and she does a good job with hashtags. So I think if you've not had the opportunity to watch both of the videos, I will get them linked in the description box and be sure to go on and take a look at those just so that you can decide whether or not you want to use the hashtags and you're making an informed decision. So Shelly's not on Facebook. Yeah, Mary's Nest is doing really well. The last time I checked, she had 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, to get, well now, my Everyday Housewife Life, which is Michelle, just said you can link your videos to Facebook, but this is the thing, Facebook and YouTube do not play well together. And if you try to link a video on Facebook, it may not necessarily show it the way you want it to, but you can do what they call linking it organically, which means when you export it, export one for YouTube and export one for Facebook, and then lift it, or rather uplift it directly to Facebook on your Facebook page. So that's the way to do that, because if you link your YouTube video on Facebook, you may not necessarily get credit for those views. Yeah, you may not necessarily get credit for those views that when you link your video to Facebook. Christy says, one best practice is to use hashtags with smaller numbers of posts when you're a small channel. Okay. So tell us a little bit more about that, Christy, using hashtags with smaller numbers of posts. I have been trying to do hashtags in my description box. So for example, when I do my spring kitchen vignette, I'll do the hashtag spring kitchen vignette because that's pretty much associated with my channel. So that's one of the hashtags that works for me. And yeah, Luann says you've got to search for the right hashtag to use on Instagram, which I'm not good at. Now, Shalene Johnson has the Marketing Impact Academy, where she really teaches a lot about how to use Instagram and hashtags and all of that. But I've not taken that academy yet. I know my sister Mickey has purchased that program and worked through it, but I have not. So I need to learn more about that hashtag stuff. Post a photo with the link, and then when people click on the link to Facebook, okay, I didn't get all of that. I'll have to catch it when I go back through. Okay, so if you post a photo or maybe a thumbnail of the video with the link on YouTube, on Facebook. Oh, and then someone else just said oh, I see what you're saying. So if you're using a hashtag on Instagram, you want to use a hashtag that has a small number of, comments or views or something. So if there's a million people who've posted a million people who have used a particular hashtag, you'll get buried in the group. So you want to go with a hashtag that maybe only has a few hundred uses compared to someone with a million uses. I'm not sure what you call those though. But yeah, you get a better chance of being seen if you choose a hashtag that's not been overly used. It's kind of like ranking your YouTube video. When you're choosing your keyword, if the first keyword that drops down is spring decor, and there's probably been 50,000 searches on that, and then there's one that says spring kitchen decor that's a little bit further down, might be a better choice because you've got better chances of ranking. So I guess it's a better chance of just being discovered if you use a hashtag that's not used quite so much. So that makes sense. But I was really pretty surprised when I saw that hashtags could reduce the number of views. So now one person that just said her channel's on decorating, so she's been checking out the kind of hashtags they use. And I think that does make sense. You want to use similar hashtags so that you can get clustered with like video so that if people do click on the hashtag, they can find you there in that way. So Tammy Thompson TV is on. Hello, Tammy. It's good to see you. Tammy, have you been here with us before or is this your first time? So Robin, Luann said that was good strategy. So do you want to share that strategy again so we can all pick up on it? Because if it's good strategy, we all need to know. And Tammy Thompson, are you new to our group? Oh, this is your second time. I was thinking that the name was familiar, but I wasn't sure. So, okay, it's good to see you again. Cynthia's She So Blessed is on, and their challenge is dropping pretty soon. And then somebody just left me a comment, which was gone before I had a chance to read it all. So, but anyway, welcome all you guys tonight. What are you guys cooking for dinner? Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. So Karen's cooking spaghetti. Rochelle's I think she's going to have fun at the gym. Luann went out to eat. We went out for lunch. So, it's like we got to cook dinner here tonight. Ooh, pork loin and pasta salad. That sounds good. Pam's cooking chicken. Miss Martin 88 cooked breakfast food and brownies. Miss Martin 88, what is your name? Oh, beef stew over rice cabbage. I don't know. You guys all got some good stuff that you're cooking tonight. And as you can see, the hubby's making fish, and it sounds to me like he's going to fry it in the oven. Miranda. Okay, Miss Martin 88, her name is Miranda. So it's good to see you, Miranda. And since I don't eat fish, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to have for my dinner. Ooh, chili. I would love to have chili. I love chili. So Robin said she uses some of the hashtags that the larger Instagram channels are using that relate to decorating, and then that helps her get discovered. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Rochelle said her husband is the cook, so whatever he makes. Well, mine cooks, and I don't cook fish though. So when he wants fish for dinner, then he cooks that himself. And he's pretty much a connoisseur and a pretty good grill meister when it comes to cooking fish. Okay. Okay, so Kimberly, you do the same as Robin. I have started looking at the keywords that some of the other channels have been using and trying to use those. So like I'll go to the other channel, particularly now since I've got the paid version of vidIQ, I will go over there and I will look at one of the competitors' channels and I will look to see what are the keywords that they're using, so that, and I might use some of those for my tags or for my keywords. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, does it all really matter? It's supposed to, but I'm trying. I mean, you guys know I am trying. What have you guys found? What strategy have you guys found that's been most helpful for you? Like, what have you found that's been most helpful to get your YouTube channel to grow? I know for myself, I feel like once I really settled down and started doing the things that I really enjoy doing most, that was helpful. So now, Shelly says creating community was most helpful for her. And you know, Shelly, you are right. That's probably the most important thing, is creating community on your channel, where you're getting to know the other people that regularly come out and visit, that you are that are subscribed to you. You're getting to know them. April Will says consistently being consistent in posting. And then Cheryl says the videos have received the most views are her how-to videos. Okay. I think for me though, being consistent, like posting 3 or 4 times a week, and then also building community has been helpful for me. Oh, so now Diva posts on all her social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I don't know how you keep up with all those sites. Like, how do you keep up with all of that? How often do you post, I guess, is a good question. Now, Luann said it's a mix of doing the right challenges and then doing the content she enjoys. And that's what I've tried to do too, is doing the challenges that make sense for my channel and then trying to get the content that I enjoy up. But yeah, Kimberly, that is a lot of work to try to post on all of those. So how often do you post? Now, Miranda says she wants to learn to be consistent. And one of the things that we talked about in order to be consistent, Miranda, was to make a plan, to like put it on a calendar and plan how many videos you think you can do a week, what they're going to be about, and then block out the time to shoot the video, to edit the video, and then to upload it. But you have to be consistent and realistic. So when we say realistic, you want to be realistic about what is consistent for you. For example, Miranda, maybe if you're working and you've got a family, maybe once or twice a week is all you can do, or maybe once a week is all you can do. But you at least want to make sure you're posting weekly. So that's the thing. It's just your consistent can be every week, twice a week, or 3 or 4 times a week. So you have to decide what consistent is for you. Now, Tricia says she doesn't get to participate in a lot of the challenges because a lot of her stuff is in storage. So now Rita says that she needs to get on a schedule. She's done a lot of challenges in the past few weeks, and so she's been off schedule. And yeah, we talked about that once before, Rita, and I don't think you had joined us at the time that we did that. But we had a work retreat where we just kind of actually sat down in all of our remote locations and planned our schedules, planned our calendars for as far in advance as we could. And we talked about actually putting those videos on a calendar as to when they were going to be uploaded, and then planning in the time to shoot them and to edit them and then to get them up there. And then making sure you stick to that. And then try to think about whether or not some of the challenge makes sense for you. And then Luann says finding that batch filming and batch editing is working. I try to batch film, but that doesn't always work out because it depends upon whether or not the hubby's home. I try to batch film if he's not here, but when he's here, I can only ask him to be quiet for so long. So I try not to batch film if he's here. And yeah, the editing, if we get better at editing, that can be helpful. Now, I know lately, the last couple of videos that I put up, the editing did not take quite as long. But shorter videos are easier, and batch filming works for her, says Tammy. And then Miranda says she's a wife, mom, works full time, and she's a nursing student. Girl, if you got all that going on, you'll be lucky if you can get one video up every 2 weeks. But Tricia says that's why she batch films. So yeah, you might want to try to at least film 2 videos at a time when you can. Hey, Dana. Oh, you know what? Don't worry about being late. It's just good that you can jump on. How are those babies doing? I have to tell you guys, I sat there and watched. It's hard when others are home and the dogs are barking. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It really is. And like I said, my husband and I are both retired, so we're both here most of the time. So he does go out to work sometimes a couple of times a week, sometimes no times that week, just depend upon how much they need him. And so, I can only ask him to be quiet for so long. So that's why sometimes you can hear this little undercurrent of noise in the background of my videos. So I only will shoot one then. But now if he's away, especially in the evening, I might try to shoot a couple of videos and then I can edit at any time. So yeah, that makes a difference. And then Renee says she works full time and has 2 teams. So you have to figure out what does consistent mean for you and then just stick to it. Tammy has an apartment and her neighbor is a heavy walker. So she tries to shoot when he's gone, which is why she does the batch film. Yeah. Yeah, so if you can shoot, you can edit whenever it's quiet, or even if it's noisy, you can shoot. But yeah, if you can get once a week, for those of you that have a family and work and school, if you can at least shoot once a week, then that would be great. If not, if you can only do once every 2 weeks, then be consistent with that once every 2 weeks and let people know. I have not lost 20 subs in a day. When they were going through that YouTube purge, when they were like deleting subscribers for people who were like robots and all that kind of thing, I think I lost 20 at the most, but I've not lost a lot. And that should only happen if people are jumping on your channel and subscribing, and they're not really the people that are interested in your content. What you want is the people that are really engaged in what you do. So who's lost 20 at a time? So Michelle said she didn't post any last week because life got in the way. So Christy, did you lose 20? And which Christy is this? Christy Marie or Inspired by Christy? And yes, Pam, live streams are helpful. So Rosie says they're in a ministry, so their offices are in their home, and they have a lot of time together. So Cheryl said she seems to lose when she posts a new video. And Dana says she's only lost 4 subs through the whole YouTube thing. But Christy Marie, you've lost 20? Wow, that's a lot. Well, you know, this is the thing. You know who's for you is for you. And it took me a long time to understand that. Hey, Pat, good to see you. But those people that are for you are for you. And if someone inadvertently subscribes to your channel and then later they decide, you know what, this is not the content I enjoy, and they unsubscribe, okay, you know what, let them go, because you want the people that enjoy your content and that will come and watch. Your subscribers should go up when you join a collab, because people that are in a collab, YouTube etiquette is that if they are in a collab with you, that they are ethically encouraged to subscribe to your channel and then watch your video all the way through and leave a comment. But then you are also encouraged to do the same thing. Watch their video all the way through, subscribe to their content. But if it's someone that the content isn't a good fit, hey, Alberta, then they may unsubscribe. And this is the thing. They shouldn't even be in the collab if the content isn't something that they're engaged in. So yeah, it's like, and Cheryl said that doesn't always happen, but that's what's supposed to happen. You are supposed to watch the video of everyone in the playlist and then subscribe to them if you are not already a member of their community. And typically, if they're in the playlist and you're in the playlist, it's some kind of content that you're both engaged in. So it really shouldn't be a problem. And then Rita said she gained 1 during a collab. Well, she lost 1 during a collab, but gained about 15. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, collabs are usually a good way to grow your channel. Wait a minute, Tammy, you didn't gain any new subs? Oh, that's amazing. Now that's terrible, because ethically, if you're in the collab with that individual, you are encouraged to subscribe and watch their video all the way through and comment. And someone says, do they always get a thumbs down? And it seems like every other video, I'll get at least 1 thumbs down. I've seen some thumbs down on a couple videos, and I'm like, okay, this person must be crazy. And I'm not talking about my videos, but I've seen some other videos that I thought were amazing, and then someone gave them a thumbs down. And I'm like, what? Why would you do that? So I think they're just being trolls. That's why that happens. Yeah, some do not sub back, and then thumbs down is common. Well, I usually get 1 or 2, but I've decided I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, and if you get a video that you get a lot of views on, then you definitely will get more thumbs down. So yeah, but you guys, I have to tell you guys this. This is totally off subject, and I am so sorry to do this, but Dana showed, she did 2 live streams where her goat, I think her goat's name is Phoebe, was having babies. Oh my goodness. It was the most amazing thing to watch that goat deliver those kids. It was really very interesting. And I really got Maud. The goat's name is Maud. And I really got a little worried, Dana, about that last little one, because it looked like she wasn't paying much attention to it. She went over and she had taken care of the one that was born first, but the second one was smaller, and he kept moving his head around like he was trying to shake the veil off of his head. And I thought, oh no, I was so glad when you came out and cleared his nose and his eyes, and then it was able to get up. But if you guys have not seen that that live stream, you guys have to watch it. It was just so interesting. And then to see them be able to get up and walk around, it was just so interesting. So yeah, so Trisha said she was there for that live birth. It was just interesting to watch, and you know what? I think as a woman who's delivered my own, not delivered, but who's given birth to my own children, I could like empathize with her because I kept thinking, oh my gosh, she's having so much trouble. So yes, okay, guys, I'll get back on topic. I am so sorry. Yeah, I am. I'm so sorry. I'm back on topic, Dana, but it was very interesting. And yeah, that first one was so vocal because the mother sat on him and the poor thing was just bleeding and bleeding. And I kept thinking, well, is she going to get up? Anyway, it was very interesting. So I'm back on topic, guys. Sorry. All right. So for those of you who are new, I don't usually jump off topic like that. I really don't. So we've been talking about hashtags and Instagram and YouTube etiquette, which does include when you participate in a collab. Kenya and Christy. No, what did Kenya and Christy do together? I must have missed that. Tell us all about it. What did Kenya and Christy do? Kenya and Christy did a live? What? When did Kenya and Christy do a live? They're not in the same locale, are they? All right, I'm going to Kenya's channel now. Okay, so when did they do? Oh, she did do a Saturday morning live with that. You know what? I was in Memphis over the weekend. So now where does, I thought Christy was in Texas and Kenya was in Carolina. How did they do that? Christy? Spill, how did you do that? I want to do a live with some collaborators and I don't know how to set my screen up so that I can do the screen sharing. So is Kenya in Texas as well? Isn't Christy on? Oh, both had their cameras up. I have to learn how to do that. That just sounded too cool. Oh, they both live in Houston. I knew that Christy was in Texas, but I didn't think Kenya was in Texas. So now I'm going to have to watch that. I'll watch it tonight. I was in Memphis over the weekend at my granddaughter's book signing, so I completely missed that. So yeah, and so they were both together, and I would love to do that. When I went to Memphis, I was going to try to hook up with Sanal, but it just didn't work out. We had so much family stuff going on. And Dana was in Fort Worth that weekend, but I think that's a long way away from Houston, though. And Trisha, yes, you did jump on my live stream. My sister Mickey, who was here, she said she felt like she was on a cruise ship and the boat was going up and down like this. And I have to apologize because it was not steady. But that iPad is heavy. I mean, it is heavy when you're trying to like hold it up like this. It is very heavy. And I didn't have a stand or anything to set it on. But yeah, so, but, and one of the good things that you guys are doing are collaborating with one another. And I love that. Collaborations are a good way to grow your channel, to collaborate with others. And so Trisha says she thinks there's one of the sisters that is there in Vegas. Yeah, there. You know, we should find out where people are. And Tammy, I shoot with a camera, but my husband had the camera and he was filming with that. And I was just trying to do live stream with my iPad because I can't do live stream with my camera. And so that was the problem. But again, we were talking about collaborating, though, with others in the group to grow your channel. One of the collaborations that we have coming up is our Laundro Chat collab. Now, Rita, you say you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area. So Rita's in Nashville. Sanov is in Memphis, which that's not too far away from there. I'm not sure who else is in Tennessee. But there are other ways to collab where you don't have to actually be in one place together. So now Miranda, who's Miss Martin 88, is in North Carolina. There's a couple that are in North Carolina, and we've got a couple that are in Alabama. So Cheryl's in North Carolina, and then Clarissa is in Raleigh, and then Miss Miranda, or rather Miss Martin 88, who is Miranda, is in North Carolina. So you guys might think about whether or not you can collab together. And then Tammy said she would love to do a collab. She's got an idea for 7 days of tablescapes. Wow, that's a lot. And then Rochelle is in California. I don't know anybody that's out in California. I think Diva is in Florida, I believe. So yeah. And then Karen Jeter's in Virginia. Alberta's in South Georgia. Tammy said she used to change her tablescape every day. Well, you know, Tammy, we've got lots of ladies in here who like to do tablescapes. Yeah, Diva's in Florida. So I don't know. And then Tammy is in Ohio. But if you were collaborating with someone, though, you wouldn't have to actually be together in one spot. Whereas Christy and Kenya were able to get together in one spot. Robin is in Florida and she's met Diva. Oh, that's kind of cool. But you could connect with someone else and get to do a collab. Like, for example, Luann is in Maryland and Cheryl is in California, I think. And the three of us are going to do a collab, but we're not going to be like face to face, that kind of thing. So you can just kind of connect with each other by email and then put together the information for the collab, and then you announce it on, put together an invite video. So that's how you do that. And then Diva and Robin are in Florida, pretty close together. So yeah, you guys should do a collab together. So yeah, that sounds like fun. But again, so now the Laundro Chat collab is going to be coming up. I'm going to start the Laundro Chat, and I'm hoping to start it this week. And then I'm going to tag someone. And so I'll tag one of you guys in the sister circle, and then hopefully one person that's not in the sister circle, so that I'm tagging 2 people, and we can bring more people in to watch the video. And then when I tag you guys do the same thing, so you can get more people in. Will, people are saying hello to you. Hello. He's saying hi. That fish is smelling awful strong. I don't even like fish, but it kind of smells kind of good right now. Maybe because I'm just hungry. So yeah. Well, okay, guys, it has been 53 minutes we've been on, and I think we got some good work done today. So I think the 7 days of tablescapes could be pretty good. So who wants to collab with Tammy on 7 days of tablescapes? And then Luanna's reminded me to mention the Sister Circle YouTube Facebook group. Now, this Facebook group, one of the people, or a couple of the people, suggested we do that. And Dana, were you one of the ones who said you would like to help, that would be willing to help us with the group? It was either you or Christy. I can't remember who it was. But Luann and I have set up the Facebook group. You have to go to Facebook and look for Denise Jordan's channel, and look for a page called This and That with Denise Jordan, and hit the community tab, and then you'll see the Sister Circle YouTube group there. Now, to belong to the group, because it's a closed Facebook group, you have to be an active member of the Sister Circle. Now, how do you become an active member of the Sister Circle? Well, we want people that are committed to participating with us. So these are the ladies that usually jump on our Shout Out Sundays, and then they get together with us again on Mondays for our strategy growth sessions. Now, it's not saying that every single week you've got to be in the circle, because we know life happens and you can't always jump on. But we don't want people joining the Facebook group willy-nilly, and then they're not committed to doing the work that we are all here trying to do, because we are all about business in this sister circle. We are trying to grow our channels one subscriber at a time. So we're trying to grow it organically. We're trying to do things the right way, and we're trying to be supportive of one another. This is like our drama-free zone, and we help one another to kind of grow. So that's why. And then someone said they wanted to, that we need to be able to connect off of YouTube. And I thought, you know what, that's a good idea. So I can put some of the files over there. And I thought one of the things that I might do, oh, good night, Christy, that I might do is like the different video assignments that we've had about the different videos we were supposed to watch, that I would put a file on the Facebook channel so that you can go there and see all the videos that we've been assigned to look at, so that you can look at them over time. So, any questions about the Facebook group? So Dana, I thought it was you that said you were willing to help, but I couldn't remember. And then I was going to go through and look at some stuff, and I've got a couple of typos in there that I need to correct. So Pat, I think Luann said you've already been approved, so you're good there. When you guys go over there, we ask you, like, what is the name of your YouTube channel? And if you're willing to follow the rules of the group, and then you can see what the rules are, that kind of thing. So any questions about any of the stuff we've talked about tonight? Okay, Dana, I'll be sure and get you in there. So. Trisha says, can we recommend videos that you know what, Trisha, let me know if you found some videos that are pretty good. Hey, let me know what they are, and then I can put them on like on Sunday, so that people can look at them on Monday. Because what I usually do is I will usually spend Saturday or Sunday, I will take a look at some of the channels of the people that I watch, like Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, Brian K. Johnson, Sean Cannell, or video influencers. I will usually take a look at them to see what are some of the growth strategies that they're talking about, and then recommend them for you guys to look at. And we've even looked at a couple of videos that Drea at Clueless Tips has done, because she's done some great videos as well. And we did take a look at her video on how to create a playlist, and hopefully you guys found that video helpful. She gave very easy, simple, step-by-step instructions. And I know that Cynthia, she's so blessed, watched the video several times to set up her playlist. So it's very good. So if you've got a playlist to set up, that's a great video to watch. Tammy says her husband watches Roberto Blake all the time. I love Roberto. He has a lot of great information, but his channel, he covers so many different topics. YouTube growth strategy is just one of the things that he does. What's your name? I'm not sure. It's always something around here. That's Luann. And then I think everybody else's name, I think we've kind of got so far. And I'll go through too, and I'll go through our regular shout out Sundays and try to create a list of who are the members that we typically see in the sister circles, so that we've got a master list of people to expect. Anything else, guys? Yeah, it's always something around here. That's Luann. Where is the playlist video again, since this will be the first collab I've co-hosted? The playlist video is called How to Set Up a Playlist. I will put it in the description box for this video later on tonight. Once I get done with dinner, I'll post it here. But it is How to Create a Playlist, and it is by Clueless Tips. So if you just kind of search Clueless Tips in the YouTube search bar, you should find it. because I don't want to ask you to have to look back to 3 or 4 different videos back and try to find it that way. So I will put it in the description box later on tonight. And then Tammy, who are you collaborating with? Let me write that down. Dana, what you want to do is you're going to be looking for, look for the page This and That with Denise Jordan. When you go to Facebook, Dana, look for the page This and That with Denise Jordan. Oh, well, Miranda, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. That's what we do around here. We talk about things to help each other grow. We're about business. So, Dana, did you find it? Like you want to, if you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook and you're looking for the page This and That with Denise Jordan. Biddy Boo's name is Dana. But you go to Facebook and you look for the page This and That with Denise Jordan. And then Luann said you can email us for the link if you're having trouble finding it. I hope I've got it set up right. So Dana's having trouble finding it, so we'll email you the link. Okay. Well, guys, we've been on for an hour. So it's probably time for us to wrap it up so folks can get dinner. Isn't it nice that it's daylight now still? That's why I almost forgot, because it was like light and I was running around doing this and doing that. And then Cheryl, if you're still on, go ahead and shoot your video, and then I just need to edit mine a little bit, but I did mention that you were having some technical difficulties. My yard was looking a hot mess too. So, all right, guys, we've been on for an hour, so it's time to get some dinner. Some of you have children to feed, and my hubby just fed himself, so now I have to take care of getting me something to eat. But yeah, it is just so nice that it's daylight now. So I will see you guys later. I got my iPad flipped a different way tonight, and so I find myself looking over like here, because that's where the camera usually is, but tonight it's like over here. So anyway, good night, ladies. Or I should say good night.